afternoon. Today we're going to do a blind tasting of Tomatin. I bought a Tomatin pack at the liquor store. It had the 12, the 15, and the 18. I've never had the 15 or the 18. I've had the 12 before, didn't care for it. So I thought this would be a good way to compare the 15 and 18 and see if I remember anything about the 12, which was over a year ago. We'll do this blind. My wife's going to fill each one. Then I'm not going to know which ones are done. Then after that, she'll mark the bottom of the bottles, and then I'll take the blindfold off, and we'll go from there. So, with that, let's begin.
Okay. I'm marking the bottom of the bottle according to what glass I put it in.
You're using like the Whiskey Scout and the Scotch Trooper, and then the no name. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. Get my eye adjusted back again. Wow, blurry. Was it because I didn't have my glasses on? All right. I'm going to try. I'm not going to look at that so we can't compare the coloration. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and slide this over like this because I don't want that to be a giveaway either. I mean, you can kind of base maybe a little bit on the coloration. We can assume that the darker ones are the older ones, maybe. We're going to try to stay away from that portion of it and just look at it and gauge it for what it is. I have not intentionally avoided reading the tasting notes on the back of the package because I don't want to go into this as unbiased as possible. So with that, we'll start with Scotch Trooper's glass. It's a little fruity. Pears, apples. Maybe slightly floral. A touch of vanilla. Now we'll go with the no-name glass. Oh, this is definitely smells different. This one has a little bit more of an oak smell to it. Just a slight bit more spiciness to it. Not nearly as fruity as the Scotch Trooper one. But there are some. Ooh, let's go a little easier. Definitely some apples too in this one. I'm getting a slightly deeper spice, a little bit more of an oak. Almost a buttery, like butter. Like like a spiced butter, like maybe a creamed butter, like it's been creamed with maybe a nutmeg or cinnamon or a spiciness to it. And now for the whiskey scout glass. Oh, definitely not as fragrant as those two. Definitely not as fragrant. You have to hunt this one a little bit more. Very mild smelling. A little bit more of an acetone smell to it. Just on the smell alone, I would guess this is the youngest. And by the more oaky smell, I would guess this was the oldest. That's just my initial guesses. All right, let's go for the first palate. Oh yes. Vanilla. Vanilla, pear, apple. Vanilla, pear, apple, a little bit of a background raisin. Got a good medium length finish. Finish was with a little banana in the background. There's a little banana. That is very fruity. There's a slight floral character there too, to it. And hardly, there's not that much spice in that one. I mean, it's a background spice, but it's not very rich in spice, as I would have expected. Because I always expect Tomatin to be largely a bourbon cask. And you usually get a little bit more spice with the bourbon cask. But outside of vanilla, maybe a faint nutmeg. But nothing heavy. No heavy, bright, absorbing spices. Not much in the way of alcohol content there in that one either. All right, let's go for the clear glass. And now we get the spice. Rich. Very rich. We're bringing a little dry cocoa with that, nutmeg, cinnamon. Again, that buttery. It's like a butter smell. Butter. Not the texture, not the buttery texture or creamy texture you get in your throat, and I'm getting that with it as well. But it's the butter flavor. A little bit of honey. A little bit of sweetness in the honey with that one. Burnt honey though. It's a dark honey. It's not a. It's a aged honey. It's not a young honey. Damn. Good finish on that one too. Real good finish on that one. You could definitely taste the bourbon cask influence on that one. Definitely. Oh. Maybe a little lemon peel, a little citrus in there too. You're getting a little lemon citrus peel in that one. Honey, nutmeg, cinnamon, cloves, a little bit of cloves. I'm just bringing the spices with it. The finish is real good, even. Good finish. Much better finish than this one. Almost a little slight beer, like a little hoppiness. I mean, I know there's no hops in it. I don't know if it's the yeast coming through maybe, but there's almost like a little bit of background beer flavor there with the barley and the hops. That's good stuff. I ain't gonna need no palate cleanser for this. A little whistle for you guys. Furniture polish. It's got more lemon in it, but the lemon in it's untamed. A little hotter. It hits you with the burst and then it finishes real quick. Slightly harsh. A little acetone. Lemon. And a honey. I get honey with this one too. This one's got so much fruits, I don't notice the honey with it. These two, I've got a good dark rich honey. This may be a little bit of a young honey. Grainy, little grain. Definitely with this one. I may be wrong. This one tastes much younger than the other two. I'm going to say this is the older one because of the spice content, but I may be wrong about that. That's a difficult thing to tell. For me, I don't have the palate a lot of people have. This tastes like Tomatin 12 that I had before that I did not care for. And I now, that's the Tomatin 12. If that ain't, I'll be a monkey's uncle. So let's see what we got here. First of all, number 1, number 2, and number 3 according to my palate. And let's see which one. This is the 18. The 18 is not marked. And I guess the oldest is, and it tastes the oldest with the oldest. You can taste the cask work on it. The 15 is the Whiskey Scott glass, which is this one. Wow. Wow. That's the 12. I would have swore that one was the damn 12. But that's not, that's the 15. What is the 15? Matured over 15 years. I don't know. Doesn't go into detail. 15 is actually lighter in color, I think, than the 12. Well, that's it. I ain't got much else to say. I'll be buying the 18 if I want to buy another Tomatin. If I want the Tomatin fruitiness, I'll buy the 12. I'll buy the 15. Now, I will say this tasted different than the last time I had it. It says finished in Spanish sherry casks. I don't know. Mine was an older bottling. It wasn't none of the newer bottlings of Tomatin 12. It was an older bottling when I bought it on sale, and I think it'd probably been on the shelf a couple of years at that point. So, maybe, well, it goes by lots. Anyway, well, that'll be it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, according to my palate, Tomatin 12, number 1. The Tomatin 18, number 1. The richness and the flavor on the finish is awesome. The Tomatin 12, more fruity, a little bit floral. It's good. The Tomatin 15, it just, I don't know if there's a difference in casks. Tomatin 15, not so much. And based on this, I wouldn't buy the Tomatin 15. I just buy the Tomatin 18. I've already had the 12. I don't need to go back there again. But I would probably I'd definitely be buying a bottle of Tomatin 18 with 750 mils. That'll be it, guys. Remember, the spirit in your glass is not running from you. Take time, sip, and enjoy. You'll be better for it. I'll see you later.